Fuck, throw that shit away. If someone says that line to you, who would you think that person is? Will that be a man or woman? Come on, I'll give you a second. Well, I bet you would think that person as a man. You know that by default, right? But how? First thing first, I don't really like to call this discussion a gender discussion at all. See, gender is not something related to the amount of chromosome X and Y in our body. Sex is. Sex is about men and women, male and female. That is. Period. While gender is something different, gender is something that you choose for yourself. There are transgender, a queer, or even drag queen. You know, you could be born as a male, but you choose to be a female while you are growing up. That is called transgender or queer, while you are questioning about what sexual orientation you have. Or you could be a drag queen while your main purpose for identifying yourself as other sex is only for entertaining people. Gender is something a lot broader than sex because gender has a lot of spectrums which I don't really want to talk about here. For now, let's just stick with the definition of sex as gender. When we are talking about certain sex uses certain words, we came to the field of stereotypes. This happened because our social interaction in our social life has brought us to this end. We know that some insulting words only become appropriate while being used by certain gender. Words like fuck, idiot, and dumbass are only appropriate while a male using it. While words like bitch, slut, or whore, or even wench are appropriate and only appropriate for a female. Those insulting words are linked to our sex, just like mistress for a female and mister for a male. If we turn to other sense about language used by men or women in social interaction, we can get another explanation why we have such stereotypes. Now, let's take a look at this advertisement.
Gara-gara salad kilo pulsa, ibu-ibu makin rajin cuci piring.
Ada gulai, rendang, opor.
Sunlight 5 kali lebih cepat membersihkan lemak dan kotoran. Ayo Bu, beli salad bertanda khusus. Gunting, temukan kode unik, ketik, dapatkan langsung pulsa gratisnya. Cepat bersihnya, cepat beli lagi Sunlightnya, biar cepat dapat pulsa gratisnya.
So we can easily understand that the product was not intended for a male audience, yet we can clearly see that the male actor speaks about the products more than his female counterparts. That is weird, isn't it? Well, that is called verbosity. Verbosity is about how often a certain sex speaks compared to another sex. There is a whole research about this, about verbosity. Example of this study is by Kramer. Kramer, in 1974, found that from 13 issues of Cartoon published between February 17th and May 12th, 1973, in the New Yorker magazine, in that cartoon, while both sexes were given a chance to show up, males always had more speak time compared to females. Not by tiny though, it even twice as much. With men holding forth on such topics as business, politics, legals, matters, taxes, and lifestyle, while female on social life, looks, books, food, drink, and life trouble. Male also tended to be more straightforward and blunt and forceful. Although I know that cartoon and advertisement are not the actual record of what actually happened, but we can still get the idea. It's also worth mentioning though that majority of researchers in sociolinguistics agreed that men tend to speak more than women. It is also worth mentioning though that for every one female there is 1.1 male in the world, making you would likely to encounter more male in your life than female. Things other than verbosity in language use for male and female is turn taking and interrupting. Turn taking is decision for starting a conversation. Although in this case most of studies are inconsistent. We know that males are aggressive, but when the studies were held, males become less aggressive and let females start conversation. Interrupting on the other hand, well, most of studies agree that males love interrupting. They also love to challenge, dispute, ignore, try to control discussion topic, and are inclined to make categorical statements. Such behaviors are not characteristic of females. What do females love is back channeling support. Still, talking about language use for male and female, in most studies, females tend to use and listening more than males. Like they are trying to extend the conversation longer. See, if males love to show off, then females tend to make the conversation longer by not challenging males' idea. In other words, in their interactional patterns in conversations, males and females seem often to exhibit the power relationship that exists in society, with male dominant and female subservient. See, this comes back to society itself. In the most part of the world, females are expected to be the second-class citizen. They are only allowed to speak when they are either having conversation with another females or males allowing them to. Females are expected to receive, listen, and obey, while males are expected to give, speak, and rule. This is also the case in the advertisement I showed up earlier. Although the male actor is the main actor of the advertisement, he doesn't wash the dish. You know, the thing that the product is supposed to do. Instead, the female actress that depicted as average Indonesian females, duh. Not only in Indonesia though. Films like Star Wars and tale tales like Cinderella and Snow White picturing women as silent humans that do nothing and males as aggressive humans that saves the world and females. But hold up your horse, my fellow feminists out there. Humans are maturing over time. We have come a long way regarding gender equality. In this modern life, gender becomes less and less a thing. Now, more part of the world come to a realization of how to expect certain gender. Females are no longer expected to be subservient for the most part. Males also become more listening over time. This trend also we can see in films, like Frozen 2 for example. The male character, Kristoff, is not saving his lover by himself when she is in trouble. Instead, he works with her. One of his most famous lines is, "I'm here. What do you need?" See, instead of saving, he wants to become partner with his lover. He doesn't want to be a savior, he wants to be her partner. More and more films and even games become less unequal in gender. Our daily words also change though. We no longer use chairman, but chairperson instead. So that's it. From what we have discussed, the stereotype is coming from how certain words link to certain gender and how much do we hear males speak compared to females and how social life construct domination for male over females. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy and see you around.